The Snowdrop engine was specially developed to create the deep and vast universe of Tom Clancy's The Division. Never before has a video game reached this level of detail. This chaotic and decayed New York City is enhanced by a dynamic day-night cycle. The rendering engine supports volumetric lighting to add atmosphere throughout the environment. As in film production, Snowdrop uses a light probe system that captures lighting realistically in both outdoor and indoor scenes. To enhance immersion, surfaces react with unprecedented physical accuracy. Snowdrop's powerful particle system reacts dynamically to a vast range of environmental factors, including light. By harnessing next-gen technology, Snowdrop's shader system allows the world to react to the constantly changing weather. We live in a fragile world. The Snowdrop engine makes this world a reality. Be prepared to enter the next generation of gaming.
Here we stand, the last city on Earth. We once looked to the stars and saw hope, but they saw us. For centuries, they have waited, growing stronger, buried deep within the core of our moon. The fight to take back all that has been lost begins here. And if we can fulfill our destiny, we will become legend.
The number one priority was to make a world that people wanted to be in. Something that you want to go back to and you want to explore, and to have enough variety where you never get bored.
We take you to a lot of places, you see a lot of things, there's a lot of strange creatures and strange monsters and beings and ships and worlds. You can go from Earth to Venus to Mars to the Moon to Saturn.
What I believe is going to be most exciting for people who play Destiny is the social experience of colliding with other people in this big world. It's not something that happens in most action games.
Your choice of the character class and the character race will condition the way that character is going to evolve over time.
The character that you're building over time, your character, you in the game, is the character you use everywhere.
You're going to see a guy wielding the Cudgel of Xanthor or the Fate of All Fools or whatever crazy names the writers come up with for these weapons and armor, and you're going to understand where they came from and what they went through to get there.
In Destiny, we've gone to a 3-weapon system. So we have a primary weapon slot, and that's for the very versatile assault rifle style weapons. And then we have a special slot that's useful for, like, in the moment, this gun is easily my best option. The totally new one is the heavy slot, and that is all about causing unrealistically large amounts of damage over a very small window of time.
One of my top features in the game is the new elements of cooperative play.
We want them to meet different people or invite their friends into that experience. We want them to have a great public event that kicks off in this crossroads space where some players are moving towards a strike or other players are on a story journey. There's something really magical about running into another player, especially when you don't expect it. So you hear shots ring out and you look to the left and there's your friend. There he is, like there was no matchmaking, he just popped right in. It's all your choice. If you want to play with other players, you can absolutely do it. If you don't, you just go off on your own adventure.
This game has an activity for every mood. You walk into these areas where you've got these campaign missions, you've got strikes, you've got raids, you've got public events that naturally occur in the world, and then you also have competitive multiplayer.
Supers are interesting. I mean, it is that sort of raw expression of power, right? So some of them are really easy. Hey, I blow stuff up. Or Hulk smashed 3 other guys. Nova bomb, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fly up in the air, I'm gonna throw a sweet fireball at those guys, and those guys over there are gonna blow up. It's like, it looks like a dragon, it probably breathes fire.
Getting loot is really damn exciting. It's a satisfying feeling. What is this gonna enable me to do? What did I win? What ability? How's this gonna look?
If we can simultaneously capture amazing action game, but still allow players to customize it for themselves, and they can pick the path that they want to take, if we can hit all those elements, we can bottle up that lightning a second time.
Don't you die on me, damn it! He is dropping! Intubate, now! Cardiac arrest, he's in VFib! Clear! No response, hit him again! Clear!
You seem kind of phony. Everything's a lie.
How's he doing?
Well, he's stabilized, but it took too long. He's in a coma.
What about him?
You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
We have been here before. We watch your petty world slumbering. You cannot defy the cold of our steel. You can only surrender.
I saw a long ship made of the claws of dead men. The wraiths drove everyone to the shore. My daughter, too. No man who meets the hunt returns to this world. I returned.
The past couple of years have been rife with rumors about a dark fantasy RPG in development at CD Projekt Red. The time has come to say it loud and proud. Yes, we're hard at work on The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 will be a great adventure. An adventure set in turbulent times and in a vast, wondrous open world. Visually stunning, unparalleled in scale, beauty, and diversity. It's a world you'll roam at will. You'll gallop through ancient woodlands, swim icy mountain rivers, scale coastal cliffs pounded by waves, and sail open seas evading ice floes that could tear your boat apart. You'll traverse regions diverse in landscape and ecosystem, population and culture. In this open world, where the concept of choice will take on new meaning, you'll feel the pull of riveting narratives in the kind of story-driven experience that has become our trademark. The Witcher 3 will be an RPG fan's dream come true.
Story will stand on its own, throw you in whether you know the previous titles or not. Kingdoms fell as Nilfgaard's legions swept north, across realms weakened by regicide and divided by strife. War brought chaos, and from that chaos a new order must emerge. The slate has been wiped clean, history has been swept away. In The Witcher 3, you will rewrite it.
Entrusted at a young age to the witches of the School of the Wolf, Geralt spent years preparing. At the fortress of Kaer Morhen in the Blue Mountains, he strove to become a witcher, a beast slayer. He became a deadly threat with superhuman strength, speed, and senses, a cat-eyed killer with unmatched sword skills. In The Witcher 3, he brings all these abilities to bear, confronting an ancient evil. The Wild Hunt is a cavalcade of ghastly spectral riders, led by 4 wraith commanders, and sows terror and abducts the young. It's the ultimate predator and has been for centuries. Its quarry is the human race. This time, the Hunt seeks one in particular, the one individual destiny entrusted to you, the one soul you as Geralt consider kin.
The Witcher 3 will be our crowning achievement. Jaw-dropping, captivating, and unforgettable. Concluding the trilogy with a riveting story set in a completely open world, we'll once again break new ground and redefine the RPG.
It is a new world for us. For all of us. An age of scientific marvels. And yet, underneath the brass and steel, the old struggle endures. The wall dividing life from death. It is so thin. Its protectors so few. But for so few, such terrible strength do we possess.
Easy, boys. It's all right, Mum.
We have made contact.
Seconds, Jack.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but I can't let you go!
Zero state.
Doctor, you're the only one who can fix this. I don't know the science, but I know the guy who murdered Will is using you.
Paul said people would try to steal our research.
Paul. Hard way.
It's collapsing. Move it! Move! Ah!
Hey, I'm Sam Lake, Creative Director at Remedy. I'm here to give you a crash course into the crazy, exciting world of Quantum Break. This is a revolutionary entertainment experience that combines a cinematic action game and a high-quality live-action show. A time travel-related science experiment at Riverport University goes horribly wrong and breaks time. This manifests as time anomalies where time freezes and violently skips forward and backward. The end of time is coming. Our heroes, Jack Joyce and Beth Wilder, as well as our main bad guy, Paul Serene, are present during the experiment. They all gain powers to manipulate time. Both Jack and Beth are playable characters.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but I can't let you go!
Quantum Break is an action game with intense cinematic gunplay and dynamic cover mechanics. In Quantum Break, time breaks down, turning impossible split-second moments of death and destruction into epic stages and battlegrounds of time-powered action. These unstable stutter scenes where time freezes and skips are unique, amazing environments for action and adventure. There are a number of time powers at the player's fingertips. The player needs to master all the time powers to defeat Monarch, a corporation founded by Paul Serene. For us, this project is a dream come true. We've taken everything we have learned about interactive storytelling from Alan Wake and stylized cinematic action from Max Payne. We've raised the bar much higher and brought these elements together into one game, creating the ultimate Remedy experience.
Hey! You guys need any help? It's one of those freaks! Whoa! No!
Oh, this fast healing stuff is gonna come in real handy. Reggie, I did this. And I gotta fix it.
I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I got an complaint. Forever is up to your price to survive. Hey, wait, I got an complaint. Forever is up to your price to survive.
Yeah, it's solid. I love the contours. Like, this texture is really good.
It was really exciting traveling to Japan because there were designers and programmers from all of the Sony studios represented. On the plane, I was frantically putting together a presentation to tell them, you know, kind of what we wanted out of a controller, what we thought was important, and then they had a bunch of prototypes for us to play with to give them feedback on. So it was very much a hands-on approach.
At the beginning of the project, we would get in new controllers and we'd try out new prototypes, and part of my job was to figure out what we could do with them. So we tried a bunch of different things with the touchpad.
Something we're really excited about on the sound side with the new controller is the built-in speaker. It opens up a whole new range of sounds that we can communicate to the player.
It's been fun to explore the vocabulary of interaction between the player and the game.
The fidelity on the sticks allows us to really, like, you can really draw a bead on a guy. You can be running around, strafing left or right, and just keep the reticle on him the entire time.
Get that guy up in the tower, and go pow, 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 got him. That was just me, like, barely moving my thumb to a little bit to the left and up.
The new controllers we have from Sony have much smaller dead zones, which means we're able to have less time when you are making motion and having nothing happen on screen.
And if the controls are right, you don't think about the controls. And ultimately, I want to be thinking, aim for the head, aim for the legs, you know, use this power, use this dash. Triggers feel good, and it holds your finger, so when you pull it, your finger doesn't slide off, your finger stays right where you need it to be.
We've had to totally recalibrate the way we interpret the user's input, as opposed to just an up or down press. It's how fast did they press the trigger, or how quickly did they let it go.
We wanted this game to be fast. Stealth and smoke powers allow them to really navigate quickly through the environment, so you need that fidelity and quick response of the controller. Guys chickening out.
I mean, I'm like any other gamer. I play for hours on end, and we deal with this every day. I hold this control all day, and honestly, like, I can't wait till this comes out because I want one of these controllers at home, right?
I should have been here. They're going to call us marauders, terrorists, or worse. I'm sorry. I promised you I'd never get back in one of those damn machines again. If you're looking down, I hope you understand. We left everything behind. Hell, getting here was just the beginning. You said it would be tough to start over, but I didn't listen. You said more would follow. I thought they'd leave us alone. I was wrong. But there's no turning back. This is our land. This is our land. And I will fight for it.
The fleet's counting on you!
I don't know if there's any honor left on the frontier. I don't know if there ever was. I just know I'm gonna make them pay.
When we started on Titanfall, we had a couple main goals we really wanted to achieve. First and foremost, we wanted something fun. There's so many games now that are just retreading old ground, and we really wanted to do something that was so fun and unique that we couldn't put it down ourselves.
The thing that is most exciting about the project is how we have this unusual blend of the scale of titans and pilots fighting each other. We also take this sort of high degree of polish that we're accustomed to seeing in single-player games and infusing that into a multiplayer experience.
Even though it's a multiplayer game, we really wanted to create a single-player feeling world.
We wanted to make the worlds a lot more compelling and relatable to the players. One, because you get an emotional attachment to it, and two, it helps in tactical awareness.
You feel as if you're not just part of a multiplayer crew of, however many people. You're not just there with your friends, you're with this living, breathing world that reacts to you, salutes you, that you walk in and you're like, yeah, I'm the man. Like, you just have that vibe.
Go, go, go!
Core, take your squad up this road!
We really wanted to stretch the limits of what an FPS multiplayer game can be and what you can do.
One of the things I'm most excited about is how many different things you can do in the game, from the scale of the Titans and pilots, the really cool weapons, and the amazing movement.
The Titans are extensions or evolutions of modern experimental exoskeletons.
We treat it as if you're looking at the ultimate evolution of a battle tank.
We're really trying to redefine what you think when you see giant robots on screen. They're not lumbering, they're really fast, they're agile, they're fun. There's a lot you can do with them.
We wanted to make a game that pitted two different kind of playstyles and almost two different games on top of each other.
Naturally, it was a real challenge to balance the two to make sure that the Titans felt quite agile and fairly quick without overrunning the pilots completely.
The Titan versus Titan experience could almost be its own game, and the pilot versus pilot could be its own game. But what we found was the most interesting things happen when the Titan is fighting the pilot.
As a result, our geometry and our levels has been built to accommodate both the scale needed for a Titan to get around, as well as a pilot to be able to get to all these different places via wall running, via double jumping, mantling over things.
But it's really the interplay between the two that's really special, because you can get in and out of your Titan at any time. It's a really quick, seamless interaction.
At the IMC, battle projection say it's going to be real close.
If there's one thing that I want gamers to take away from this, it's fun.
I'm very excited to see when you take something like this and you just put it into the wild and see what people come up with.
You've got characters, you've got story, you have moments, things that people traditionally expect from a single-player game, putting that all into a multiplayer game, and it's awesome.
Some chains can never be broken. I lost 15 years, buried alive, erased. You left me, rotting in that hellhole and never looked back. But you can't outrun the past. And when it catches up, when all your lies collapse around you, I'll be there, sifting through the wreckage. You owe me.